We understand that you met with the energy retailers on Wednesday. Power prices are a big issue everywhere. Was there any outcome from that meeting?
Well, with the energy retailers, yes, there was a very big outcome. It's obviously of most significance in the eastern states where there is a more competitive market than you have in Western Australia. But in particular, they have all committed to contacting their customers who are either on plans that have expired or on standing offers, and drawing to their attention that they can get a better deal. And I want to say to everyone who's watching this, go to the energymadeeasy.gov.au website. That is an opportunity to check what deal you've got and get a better one. People are getting, as a result of our initiative, hundreds of dollars a year in savings. $400, $500, $600 savings are very common. Our determination is that no Australian family should be paying more for their electricity than they need to pay. And the truth is that complacency, inertia, whatever you want to call it, all of us are busy running around after our families, work. We don't pay attention to our bills. All of that helps the retailers because it means you're not actually asking for the best deal. So I want every Australian to get onto the best deal. Now, let me just turn, however, to the stunning admission that has been made by the Labor Party in the last 24 hours. If you want to know why electricity prices have spiked up in most of Australia in recent times, it is because of the shortage of gas on the East Coast. Now, here in Western Australia, there's a big gas export market and there's a gas reservation for the domestic market. But over on the East Coast, a few years ago, when the Labor government was in power federally, they allowed gas to be exported from the East Coast and did for the first time. They did not pay any regard to the need to protect the domestic market. They didn't put a ring fence around it. They didn't do anything about it. They were warned that this ran the risk of putting real upward pressure on gas prices on the East Coast. Now, they denied that. Only in April, Mark Butler went on Insiders and he said, we were given assurances. No one thought it would put prices up. Well, he was not telling the truth on Insiders. And he's finally had to admit that Labor knew when they made that decision that was going to cause gas prices to rise. So Bill Shorten's government, the government he was a minister in with Julia Gillard, they made a reckless decision to allow gas to be exported from the east coast of Australia without putting in any protection for Australian families, households, businesses. And so this is a mess, a shocking mess that Labor created, one of many in the energy space. It's due to their complacency, their combination of left-wing ideology and idiocy has led us to one decision after another by Labor that has put upward pressure on prices. So what we've had to do, my government has had to take the tough step of putting limits on exports. Obviously, we did that with a heavy heart. We don't like to limit any exports. We want lots of exports. But we've had to take those strong steps to protect Australian jobs. The reason gas prices have gone through the roof in the eastern Australia is because of Labor's decision to allow exports without putting in any protections for the domestic market. That's why the domestic market's been short of gas. So Mark Butler finally fessed up to that yesterday. So Australians that are paying too much for electricity and too much for gas, they know who's responsible. It's Bill Shorten and the Labor Party, and they finally admitted it. Thanks very much. Thank you.